The fourth Thursday of November is coming up, and that's Thanksgiving. Now, what do you think of when you hear the word Thanksgiving? You think stovetop stuffing, you think green bean casserole, a big delicious turkey, can't forget the bird obviously, and then there's apple pie, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, chocolate pudding pie. But in Savannah, the first Thanksgiving was a little different. According to the book, Negotiating for Georgia, it was February 12, 1733. That was the day General James Oglethorpe and the first Savannah settlers landed on the Savannah River, where they were greeted by Tomochichi and his tribe, as well as traders John and Mary Musgrove. Later that evening, the Musgroves invited everyone over to their home for a festive feast of Thanksgiving. Just like in the movies, this Thanksgiving had its own share of drama. The Yamakra tribe entertained everyone with a dance of peace. This was a strange style of dancing that the settlers had never seen before. Dr. Sims, one of the colonists, had too much to drink and began to mock and mimic the tribe and their dancing. Oglethorpe, being afraid of this behavior, had Dr. Sims removed and sent back to their camp, hoping not to offend or upset their host or ruin their very first Thanksgiving meal. Thankfully, that was the only incident that took place, and the friendship between Oglethorpe and Tomochichi grew through the help of Mary Musgrove and her skills as an interpreter. So this is probably closer to what the early settlers of Savannah had for Thanksgiving most of the time. Most of it was native, so the things that they knew grew well, they had pecans, which are, we all know are everywhere. Berries, blackberries, and other berries that are wild berries. Beans grew well, kale, rice. As far as meat goes, they would have whatever they could catch. So they wouldn't have that large turkey that you would expect. They'd have chicken, quail, rabbit, deer, turtles. They ate turtle. So they would find meat. Sometimes they would eat something called salted beef, which was a really low grade part of the cow, but they would over salt it so it would last longer. But they wouldn't really have that for Thanksgiving. Mostly grains, berries, nuts, bread, lots of bread, and cheese and butter. That was pretty much it. As far as what they drank, the water wasn't so good for you. So they would drink fermented cider, beer. They even had something called small beer. George Washington has a recipe on that. Next time you're sitting down having Thanksgiving, think about the early settlers here in Savannah and what they probably ate. More importantly, what they didn't eat.